This is the NEMO Hornet Elite 2-person backpacking tent. This tent is truly an ultralight and ultra packable tent for the ounce counting thru hiker who wants to shave every single ounce off of their kit, but doesn't totally want to skimp on their shelter. I had a chance to set up the Hornet Elite and get a real look at what makes it so special. Setting up the Hornet Elite is just as simple as most tents with this mentality. You've got a Y-shaped pole. You insert the 2 head ends into the tabs at the head end of the tent, then insert the single pole tip into the grommet at the center of the foot end of the tent. Stake out the corners of the head end and draw out the corners at the foot end and stake those out appropriately. Attach the clips to the tent pole and the tent is secure. Once you've got that done, throw the rain fly over the top. The head end has 2 tabs that'll go under the tent pole tips, and the same will happen at the foot end. And when staking it out, you can just loop those foot ends right around the stakes that you've already installed at the feet and stake out the vestibules. What I noticed right away about the Hornet Elite had to do with the materials. The floor is significantly lighter than many other tent floors that I've handled. It's a 10D silicone treated nylon ripstop with a 1200 millimeter polyurethane coating for enhancing that water resistance. The canopy is almost completely ultralight no-seam mesh, so NEMO has reduced some of the more solid ripstop materials to bring the weight down even further. The Rainfly is a 7D silicone treated nylon ripstop with a 1200 millimeter coating similar to the floor. These fabrics are absolutely ultralight and need to be handled with care. If you're not quite willing to sacrifice a bit of durability to truly shed as many ounces as possible, this may not be the tent for you. We do strongly recommend purchasing an accessory footprint to go under the floor of this tent. Those footprints would be sold separately. To go back to what the tent does offer, you've got a lot of livable space on the inside, whether you're going out solo or with a partner. At the head, you've got 51 inches of width that does taper down to 43 inches at the feet. The peak height is right around 37 inches, which is plenty to sit up, but it still remains fairly short. I'm about 6'1", and I was able to sit up inside of the tent, but my head was pretty much right at the top of it. With all these design materials and features, the tent is able to come in at just around 2 pounds 3 ounces at its packed weight, with a minimum weight of just 1 pound 12 ounces. That's unheard of considering that you get 2 doors and 2 vestibules with this tent. On the inside, you do get an internal storage pocket that utilizes a light diffusing fabric to turn your headlamp into a lantern that can illuminate that whole interior. A headlamp isn't included, so that's up to you to purchase separately. You do also get a few additional pockets on the interior to help you organize your gear. NEMO does include their Divvy dual stage stuff sack with this tent. You can include everything as the tent comes, or you can split up the parts if you have 2 backpackers and really smash down the tent to get it super small into this ultralight compressed package. It is a truly ultralight shelter that will grant more convenience and comfort than your typical 2-person minimalist tent. The NEMO Hornet Elite 2P is ready for your long distance thru hike.
Thanks for watching. If you have any additional questions about the gear that you just saw, feel free to visit backcountryedge.com to get in touch with me or one of our other gear specialists. We have detailed product descriptions and specs, and often for a lot of our products, we have additional bonus videos. And if you like what we do here on YouTube, please subscribe.